Alright, imagine this. You're at a dealership, excited about finally upgrading your car. You've been saving, researching, and you know the model you want. You walk up to the car, take a look at the price tag, and then it hits you. $50,000 for a standard mid-range SUV? Wait, what? That wasn't the price you saw online, and it's certainly not what you expected based on last year's market. So, what's going on? Why have car prices been skyrocketing over the past few years? What's driving the increase? And why are we seeing these massive price hikes across nearly every make and model? Today, we're diving deep into the reasons behind the rising cost of cars. It's not just inflation. It's a combination of supply chain issues, global events, and changing consumer habits that are all playing their part. The history of car prices. How did we get here? Before we jump into why prices are higher than ever, let's take a quick look at the history of car pricing. It helps set the context for why things have gotten so out of hand. The early years, cars for the masses. When Henry Ford introduced the Model T in 1908, the automobile became affordable for the average American. Price in 1908, $850. In today's money, that's about $23,000. In those early days, cars were a luxury, but they quickly became part of American life. The 1980s and 1990s, affordable and accessible. In the late 20th century, cars were pretty affordable, by today's standards. Average price of a new car in the 1990s, around $20,000. These decades also introduced leasing options and 0% financing, which made buying a car easier and more attractive for middle-class Americans. The 2000s and 2010s, the SUV boom. Fast forward to the 2000s. As gas prices fluctuated and Americans leaned toward SUVs, prices began creeping higher. The explosion of technology in vehicles, think GPS, Bluetooth, and advanced safety features, also drove prices up. In 2019, the average cost of a new car was pushing $35,000. But that was just the beginning of what we're dealing with now. What's driving car prices up? The real reasons behind the price hike. Alright, so why are cars so much more expensive now? There's not just one simple reason. It's a mix of factors. Let's break down what's really happening. 1. Supply chain disruptions. It's all about the chips. In 2020, the pandemic hit, and factories around the world shut down. And one of the biggest issues? The semiconductor chip shortage. These tiny chips are essential for everything from engines to infotainment systems, and without them, automakers can't build cars. With demand still high and production at a halt, prices shot up. The chip shortage was exacerbated by high demand for consumer electronics, laptops, smartphones, limited manufacturing capacity, shipping delays due to global logistics issues. This shortage alone has caused car prices to rise by thousands of dollars. 2. Inflation, the hidden factor. It's no surprise that inflation has a role in this price increase. As the economy struggles, manufacturers and suppliers have to pass on those costs to consumers. But it's not just a general inflationary effect. Specific areas like raw materials, steel, aluminum, shipping and logistics, labor costs. All of these have gotten more expensive, which in turn makes the cars themselves more expensive to produce. 3. A shift toward more expensive models. Gone are the days when sedans and small cars dominated the American market. Now, SUVs and trucks are all the rage. And guess what? These vehicles are much more expensive to make. SUVs and trucks tend to cost anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 more than smaller vehicles. Consumer demand for these larger vehicles, coupled with automakers prioritizing higher margin models, has led to price increases for the vehicles that most people want. 4. Higher consumer demand. Everyone wants a new car. Despite all the challenges, people still want new cars. And automakers, unable to meet demand due to the supply chain disruptions, started prioritizing high-profit models, e.g., luxury cars, SUVs, electric vehicles, over smaller models. When demand outstrips supply, prices go up. The role of technology: more features, more price. Modern vehicles come with all kinds of tech features that we didn't see in the past. And these features aren't just for convenience, they're driving up costs significantly. 1. Electric vehicles (EVs), the future is now. As automakers shift to electric vehicles, the technology and production costs are inherently more expensive. Battery packs, in particular, are a significant cost driver. While prices are expected to drop over time, for now, the price tags on EVs are often much higher than their internal combustion engine ICE counterparts. 2. Advanced safety features, a price to pay for safety. Safety features like autonomous emergency braking, lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, 360-degree cameras. These features are becoming standard, and while they save lives, they also add to the final cost of the car. 3. Infotainment systems, the need for tech. Modern cars have become rolling tech hubs, with massive touchscreens, smart assistants, and real-time traffic updates. Integrating these complex systems adds both production costs and complexity to vehicles. Why dealerships are charging more? What's really going on? One of the most frustrating things for car buyers right now. Dealerships charging above MSRP, manufacturer's suggested retail price. Why is this happening? It's all about supply and demand. 1. Limited stock, higher prices. With fewer cars available on lots due to supply chain issues, dealerships know they have a captive audience. When inventory is low, they can increase prices without much pushback. 2. Used car prices are skyrocketing. If you thought buying new was expensive, the used car market is even worse. With fewer new cars being produced, people are turning to used cars, which is driving up demand. The average price of a used car in 2022 hit nearly $30,000, up from $20,000 just a few years ago. The future of car prices, will they ever go down? We've established that car prices have been rising for a variety of reasons. But the big question is, will prices ever go down? 1. The chip shortage, will it end? As semiconductor production ramps up, we'll eventually see some relief. However, the global supply chain is still delicate, and any disruption could set us back. 2. The transition to electric, a price revolution? As EVs become more common and manufacturing scales up, we may start to see prices come down. But in the short term, electric vehicles are likely to stay expensive due to the high cost of batteries. 3. The resale market, is the used car bubble about to burst? If supply chains normalize and more new cars become available, it's likely that used car prices will stabilize, making it easier for buyers to find affordable options. Final thoughts. What does the future hold for car prices? So, after all this, what's the bottom line? Car prices are high right now because of a confluence of factors: supply chain disruptions and chip shortages, increased demand for high-end vehicles, rising raw material costs, the increasing presence of technology and electric vehicles. But while prices are unlikely to return to pre-pandemic levels anytime soon, it's possible that we'll see some relief as the global economy adjusts, manufacturing processes improve, and more affordable electric options hit the market. In the meantime, if you're in the market for a new car, you might need to adjust your expectations and your budget. But rest assured, understanding why prices are going up is the first step to making smarter decisions as a consumer. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to subscribe for more fascinating insights on car markets, economics, and everything in between. Stay informed, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.